I want to give a shout out to my kids' real daddies. Thank you, government, for putting me on. I mean, you was the definition of a real father. Because when your kids is hungry, they have food stamps. Yeah, we shop at Walmart. Yeah, we shop at Publix. We shop at Winn-Dixie. When your kids need shelter, yes, you have housing. And you also have Section 8 for a lot of us. And when our kids fall, get hurt, or sick, they have Medicaid. Yes, we go to the ER, we go to the walk-in clinic, and we also can make a doctor's appointment. I get their prescriptions with no hesitation. Now, if that's not the definition of a real father, making sure your kids have food, shelter, and health care, I don't know what it is. So like I said, thank you, government, for being my kid's daddy, and thank you for putting me on.
A few moments later.
Amid a nationwide housing crisis, the Trump administration is pushing to impose a 2-year time limit on Section 8 vouchers in public housing. A study from New York University warns that more than 1.4 million households could lose assistance. Landlord groups also say the plan could lead them to stop accepting vouchers altogether. Critics say the policy could worsen homelessness nationwide.
Food aid in the United States is about to be slashed at a time when experts say it's needed more than ever. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, is facing the largest funding cut in the program's history. Here are 4 things to know about changes coming to the program and what it can mean for those reliant on the benefits. 1. President Donald Trump's big, beautiful policy and spending legislation will cut $186 billion in federal funding from the program over the next decade, according to projections from the Congressional Budget Office.
We're definitely witnessing a major shift in SNAP, unlike anything we've seen since the program was created.
Elaine Waxman is a senior fellow at the Urban Institute, focusing on food insecurity and federal nutrition programs.
It will change the structure in significant ways for the first time.
And to fill the gap for the roughly 22 million families on SNAP, states will have to help pay for the benefits their residents receive. Depending on the scenario, that could be as much as 15% of the benefits costs. Waxman worries the worst case, but possible scenario is states will have to pull out of SNAP because they can't make up the funding gap.
The federal government has clearly stated it will not pay for a state shortfall if they're not able to make that match. Then it's possible that states would have to withdraw from the program altogether.
2, SNAP already had some work requirements, but the Big Beautiful Bill expands them to include people aged 55 to 64, parents of minors 14 and older, and veterans. Now, SNAP recipients will be required to work 80 hours per month in order to get the benefits.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you, I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but, like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
I'm just gonna do this long form. And so I just met with a black woman who gave me some really nice career advice. And it was a great conversation. As far as, you need to find your passion, you need to find this. I'm like, I know my passion. I just can't be paid from it, And the thing was, like, I came from fashion design. I did fashion design for since 2012. And I'm still doing freelancing, right? But I'm like, at this point, I just need to pay my bills, right? I can't get hired in retail. I can't get hired in customer service. I can't get hired in, the most basic shit. Not with my resume. Not with my resume. And not even if I redo my resume. I'm like, I have a retail resume, but I haven't worked retail since 2015. I'm like, what am I supposed to do when I have bills to pay? This is so frustrating. And I get, like, her conversation was very helpful about, career and goals and reshaping your life, and I get that, but I am exhausted. I am exhausted with going on 2-round interviews at places. I am exhausted with trying to convince people that I can do whatever job they put in front of me. I am exhausted. I don't have to be passionate about, whatever role that I'm going towards, or even 100% passionate about. I've applied for a lot of consumer focus, or I guess customer service focused jobs, but maybe a little bit higher up. But like, one job just kept trying to convince me how boring it was on the second round interview that they made me come in for. Like, oh, it's boring.
Yo, isn't this a crazy time? First, thank the government, for giving you all these benefits, and it's the same government that's taking these motherfuckers away. And now requiring you to have a job, work 80 hours a week in order to get the benefits, and now guess what? You can't even find a job. Period. You can't find a job to keep getting your EBT and Section 8 on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You want some.
And that leads us to Isaiah chapter 4.
Girl, I just want security. I'm gonna do whatever.
Many women should take hold on to one man.
And trying to convince people.
A lot of NBs have been losing jobs. A whole lot of NBs have been losing jobs.
To the economy now, where staggering numbers have been released surrounding Black women in the labor force. A new report shows more than 300,000 Black women have left the workforce in just the last several months. That's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Joining me now is gender economist Katika Roy to break this all down and why they're leaving. Katika, thank you so much for being with us. You recently wrote an article where you say that this isn't happening by accident. Why do you think it is happening?
This is happening because of cuts to public sector positions. So if you look at the federal labor force, Black women make up just over 12% of the federal labor force. It's about double their representation in the labor force overall. And when you have targeted cuts up to 50% in organizations such as the Department of Education and HHS, you're not just trimming the fat, you're actually cutting the economic backbone for Black women.
Wow. And so what are some of the spillover effects from all of this?
Well, one of the things that we know is that there is a connection between women's labor force participation and GDP. So just Black women's labor force participation has dropped by just over 2% in the last 3 months. And that has sucked over $37 billion out of US GDP. So this is the economic cost of gender policy ignorance.
This is really fascinating because do you think that most people are unaware of the actual impacts of things like this?
Absolutely. So when we often think about women's issues or Black women's issues, we think of it as an over there problem. It's not. It's an everybody problem. When our economy grows, that has more jobs and more income for everyone. So we know, for instance, overall, that for every 1 percentage point that women leave the labor force, there's a $146 billion hit to GDP.
Oh my gosh. And so we've talked about the consequences, but is there an upside to all of this? Are we seeing women pivoting to entrepreneurship as they're leaving the workforce? What then are they doing?
That's a great question. And the truth is, we don't know where all of the 300,000 Black women that have actually been pushed out of the labor force have gone. We know that some of them have gone into entrepreneurship, which is.
You know where a lot of them are going? A lot of them are going to other careers, trying their failed businesses. A lot of them are going to sex work, which ain't even profitable like how it used to be. OnlyFans is no longer profitable like how it used to be. A whole bunch of guys have ripped their sites and started selling their content for cheaper or giving them for free, so there's no need to even look for them no more because the dude had downloaded all our pics and videos. You got AI cam models now that are making money, and they're replying to the people who are texting them and engaging them. So a lot of them are going getting jobs at McDonald's. Why do you think the NB over here in Detroit, she stabbed up her manager? They going through a crisis. They're the most evicted, and that's another thing. They're still getting evicted. So that's what's going on with them.
Is not only because of luxury, but it's actually because of survival. And this is really, really a testament to their resilience, but it also shows the rigidity in our traditional employment systems.
Are there any other groups that we are seeing largely impacted in this way in the labor workforce?
Not to this extent. So I track all of the data, as you can imagine, month over month by gender and race and ethnicity. And I started to see this trend about 3 months ago with this really precipitous drop in Black women out of the labor force. And this is a huge hit. And historically, just to give you a sense of the historical context, this is the first time in years that Black women's labor force participation has fallen below Latinas' labor force participation.
Oh, and don't think it's going to stop just there. It's going to get worse. Now, how worse? I don't know. But it's going to get worse. A lot of these jobs, AI is even taken as well, and a lot of women are in white collar jobs, especially Black women. So it's getting crazy and hectic out here for the women right now. It's bad for the YNs too. That's why they keep killing and shooting each other every damn day.
Fashion design on my resume is hard as shit. I am getting very frustrated. And like the only other option is freelancing. But then you have to hunt down people and find more freelance gigs to be consistent. And so I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. I probably should call my sisters and have this conversation, and I will. But just know a bitch is tired. I'm tired.
2 months.
I usually don't do this because I'm ashamed. But at this point, I'm desperate, and I need help. I need help. I am currently in a hotel with my son. I don't have a car, and I just don't have no support. And at this point, I'm losing it. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. My options are so limited. My money is limited. Again, finding a job is extremely hard, especially when you're a single mom. Like, I'm just really in a really tight spot right now, y'all, and I don't know what else to do. But I hate having to come out here and ask for money or anything like that. But if y'all could just like the video, comments, if y'all could share it, I mean, even if you would like to send me something, anything would count. I just need some help right now. And again, this is really hurting me because I don't like telling my business. I hate asking for help. It makes me feel weak. It makes me feel embarrassed. It makes me feel like I'm not being good as a person. I'm not a good mother. But I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do.
And this is the plight of a lot of Black women. It's a lot. She checks all the boxes. Single mother, bonnet on her head, jobless, broke. I'm sure she got evicted. She stayed in a motel or hotel, I think she just said. But remember, I remember growing up all in the 90s. Oh, they were strong, they independent, they don't need no man. I can do bad all by myself. Bills, bills, bills. When you gonna pay my bills? If you can't pay my bills, you can get the hell on. I don't want no scrubs. And now look at you. Looking dependent as hell. And ain't nothing wrong with being dependent or codependent. We all need somebody to rely on. The woman's supposed to be our help. But the woman don't want to be our help. They want to do whatever the hell they want to do. And that's the state that we in. A woman just rebelling. And here's what it comes to. White daddy, all of a sudden, doing all the cuts, and all that led to nothing.
I don't know. So again, if you guys just like the video, comment, share, just engage in the video. Hopefully that would help. If you would like to send me something, again, it's fine. I'm not asking for a certain amount or anything like that, but I really need some help. And I can't. I can't get out of bed. I can't.
Anybody that's an esthetician and has a job, could you please tell me how you got a job? Because obviously I know I can always try harder, but I've gone to a lot of places, I've submitted a lot of resumes online, I have followed up, and I feel like I still, nobody is even interested in hiring me. And I feel like a lot of places I go to, before I can even try to get a job or try to say anything, they're like, oh, we're not hiring, thank you, bye. Or there's fucking fake ads on Indeed, and I go to the place and it doesn't exist. And I'm just like, how am I ever supposed to find a job and get experience? Because ultimately I want to go solo, but I wanted to get experience, real life experience, before I just dive in going solo. And I don't know how to get there. Even just at a Hand and Stone or a Massage Envy or anywhere, I don't know what else to do. Can somebody please tell me how I can get a job? Please, because I'm over it. And I feel like that's why I've lost so much motivation too. It's I don't know where to look. I don't know where to start. I don't know what else to do.
So to get SNAP benefits, you got to find a job. But guess what? Can't find a job. 80 hours a week. 80 hours a month. That can be actually kind of hard. It's not a lot, actually. It's really not a lot, but that can be hard. So just imagine what this is going to do to the labor force. Make America even more of a part-time nation. Which it already is. You know what Trump did? He really widened the gender pay gap. Because men make more than women. One of the reasons why men make more than women is because men work more overtime. And he just passed a bill where there's no taxes on overtime. If there's no tax on overtime, and more men are working overtime, that means more money for men. Now, women might work, a man might work 70 hours, a woman might work 70 hours. But it might be a high chance that a woman be working 3 jobs to work those 70 hours, so she ain't getting no overtime. Man might work 1 job and work 70 hours, and he's getting overtime. But that's the price of being independent. So on that note, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. That belongs to the elders of GMS Ruel. Peace, salutations, and shalom.
Thank you, government. Thank you, government. Thank you, government. Thank you, government. Thank you, government.